He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
What's up, YouTube? I'm cranking out videos left and right. I'm just a mad YouTube video creator these last week. Today, for me, Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. I'm gonna make sure I have the correct year. I got into a habit putting 2025. So, it is 5:27 p.m. Like, you guys see the sun. There's a little bit of a wind, 70 freaking degrees. So I'm out here I got a 3/4 sleeve shirt on, no gloves, no 3 hoodies, no 14 hats, no heated underwear, no fire on my shoes. This is just the first 70-degree day of the year. It's perfect for riding e-bikes. And I took today off of work, and I was gonna come out here earlier, which I did. I knew I wanted to get out and make some type of video, but I also knew that I wanted to just get out and ride off camera, which I did this morning. I've been on the go all day, so I took today off of work, as I just said. I cleaned my car out. It was absolutely filthy. And when I say filthy, it was filthy. So clean the inside, clean the outside, did some laundry, which is all, basic stuff, no big deal. But now we're on an e-bike, so now we're in the big time. And I'm back here on the Covington Circle Trail. And I think we're gonna pass Hannah again. She was in my last video. Hannah, I just saw your Instagram video. Perfect. So I just told her that literally before I left. I was on Instagram and I saw her video. She recorded out here, so I thought it was pretty cool. She does I think she's into life coaching stuff, and she's a bodybuilder. So pass these people too. Hi.
Hi.
But I talked about it in the last video, but I kind of edited it out. So she is like my cousin somehow, second cousin, third cousin. Quite a few years younger than me, maybe 8 or 9. But she was a Colts cheerleader about 4 or 5 seasons ago. So at the time, she was just turned 30, I think. So she was the oldest Colts cheerleader. But yeah, so that's her claim to fame, being a Indianapolis Colts cheerleader. And yeah, now she does a lot of stuff, but she helps a lot of people, which is good. So kudos to her. And we'll pass this guy too. Hi. So I kind of wish that I had started the other way, and I'll make up for it during the ride. I'm not going to keep going the way I'm going. But I thought today we would get out here a little bit, and I talked about how they've been making progress on the Trestle bridge that they're going to be making into a walking and riding bridge. I don't know if it's going to be fully complete in the spring, or if they're going to do half of it and then do the rest, or I don't know. They made a post about it on Facebook, but it was kind of confusing to me, so I didn't fully understand it. But it's straight ahead. So I think when we get to the end of this portion of the trail, we'll take a right, go through town a little bit, and come back, so that way we're not hitting the money spot right away. Should have kind of, like I said, went the other way and would have hit it towards the end of the video. But yeah, it's so nice out. It's way too nice to not ride and get a video out. I debated, because it's so nice out, taking the mock wheel on another trail outside of town. But the problem with that is those are things I want to do in summertime. And, there's only so many places I can go. And I didn't want to top load everything in February just because I'm all excited about nice weather we're going to have. It's supposed to get chilly again, I think the beginning of next week. I don't think it's supposed to drop down to the 20s and the teens and stuff, but I think it's gonna go back to being a little chilly. But I will take this weather while I get it. But I came very close to going somewhere. I was gonna go to Greencastle. I was even gonna try to check out the trail, or I'll pass this lady. Don't worry, lady. I'm a fully stop. Oh wait, I said I was gonna turn here. You know, all these YouTubers have these fancy hills they climb when they do their tests of their e-bikes. I really need to make this one. This would be a nice test of the torque and a nice test of the battery's power to get up it. We can call it the Indiana Incline. So maybe when I start getting some of these newer bikes in April and I'm doing like my first ride, maybe we'll make it fancy and we'll do a Indiana Incline test. All right, let's take a right here. But yeah, I'm glad I held off, because if I would have taken my bike somewhere today, it probably would have been a whole day, and I probably would have wanted to edit it tonight, which meant that I would have wanted to also get the video probably out tonight, and would have been another 10 o'clock upload. And I just uploaded a video earlier today, so really don't want to put out 2 videos. What's up, doggy? You're on a leash, buddy. You're not gonna get me. So I think we're gonna upload this one on Friday. Give it a couple day break between videos. Give me enough time to edit. I'll probably edit a little bit tonight and then finish the editing tomorrow after work. But man, it is perfect, and still obsessed with the Mach Wheel Basalt 2.0. I saw a comment in the video I posted earlier today. I can't remember. I think it was that video where someone had commented that they've got the Mach Wheel, I think they said the Mesa or the Mesa Light, and they were saving up to get the Basalt. So that kind of like got me thinking about, okay, that's a pretty cool bike. I've heard of that bike. And then it got me thinking about the Mach Wheel Tour Plus, which was the first, well, I lied, it was the second 26 by 4 inch e-bike I had. And so then I got on Mach Wheel's website, because I'm like, you know, they've got the Basalt 1, the Basalt 2, the Tour Plus, the Mesa Light, and then I forgot about, hey, they've got the Obsidian, and then I think they've got a newer one, which is a mid-drive, and it's the Onyx, I believe. And I haven't really looked at that one too much, because if you look at that price right there, yeah, that will never happen with me. Even though it could be a fantastic, I'm positive it's a fantastic bike, because it's a Mach Wheel. And I don't know if I know any other company that I could literally sit there and say, or I could go on their website and I could be like, love it, love it, love it. They even had a Mach Wheel even has a 20 by 4 bike. I think it's called the Scoria, and that beeping is super loud. And I completely forgot they even had that bike. So I've been looking at 20 by 4 inch bikes, so I may have to take a better look at that as well. Only problem I have though is I know I'd love it because it's a Mach Wheel, but I'm sure it's just very similar to this, and it's very similar to the Tour Plus, and that's a good thing because you know what you're getting. But also, like, if I'm buying e-bikes, you know, I want difference. I want, like, you know, different feeling torque sensors. If it's a cadence sensor, I want different feeling cadence. I want, you know, like riding positions that are, you know, comfortable and upright, but I don't want every single bike to feel the exact same. You know, different displays. I'm really digging the displays that are more of a horizontal look now, as opposed to the vertical. So, and there's so many options out there, but like, I don't know if I have a company that I can think of, like Velatric, obviously. I don't think I've ever heard one bad word about any of their bikes. Of course, I've never owned any yet, but like I was on their page and it's just like, I mean, I'll show you guys right here, just like good bike, good bike, good bike. Oh, that's got a big amp hour. Oh, look at that, it can hold 9,000 pounds. Just such a good brand for an e-bike. I will give them their kudos until I have like Alzheimer's or something like that and I don't remember anything. Maybe then I'll be like, oh, what's Mach Wheel? What the hell is Mach Wheel? No, not until that day. I'm gonna keep giving them all the love they need because it's just a great company. It's amazing what a little sunshine will do for your attitude, especially on an e-bike. I feel like that should be a motto for some e-bike company. You know, put a little sunshine on your bike. And then a little logo at the bottom. Yeah, so any e-bike companies that are looking for promotional criteria, there you go. You know, we can redefine it a little bit. Feel free to send me a check. I'll take a pretty low amount. Give me $19.99, $2,000, and you guys can have all the promotional material I just created. We'll head back into town here just a little bit. Going into the wind. Sports complex to my right. And I don't think there are too many high school sports going on right now that use this area. I believe girls basketball just got over. I believe boys basketball either just got over, it's about to get over. I'm not entirely for sure. Baseball will be starting, which is cool. Softball will be starting, but I think that's about it. I know in some different states, like they have different seasons for some of the sports or whatever, but hi. Pretty sure most states have softball and baseball in the springtime. Can't believe I've been riding for 16 minutes already. You know, you do a long ride on a Sunday that you have to break up into 2 videos, and now like 16 minutes feels like I've hardly been on the bike at all. All right, when we get up here, we will take a right, hop back onto the trail, which I haven't been on this part of the trail in a while. It was covered in snow, and I've just not got around to riding it, but all that's gonna change today. It's so nice coming back on this part of the trail where it's newer and the trail's in fantastic shape. Even though this turn right here, this is a pretty crazy turn. If you were not expecting it and flying by, you could definitely go flying off that side right there. All right, we got a family with a doggo, hopefully on a leash. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. So, I had the sun in my eyes right there. I'm pretty sure that last group was 3 ladies. So I was gonna say, hi ladies, but I couldn't see. I thought maybe they were just well-dressed dudes. So I didn't want to say hi ladies and find out that they're just 3 long-dressed dudes with long hair. But we are coming up on the trestle right here. More doggos. Eric, you want to be in my YouTube video? And any special shout out to anybody? Went to school with him. He was a year younger than me. His son, I believe, is one of my subscribers, or he was. So if you're still a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And always worry about hitting those yellow poles, and I've gotten good at missing them. I do not like this part right here. These are some sharp rocks, and I know with my history with flat tires on this bike, it's just bound to happen. Okay, can we make it? Oh, that was close, but we did it. Oh, wait a minute. So here's the trestle. They've been doing work right here, and path closed. Are you kidding me? Wait a second. Okay, there's a fire going on down here, or some voodoo. It says path closed, but like, is it really? Okay, definitely burning something. Got some stuff going on up there. I bet we're gonna see the closed portion in just a moment. Okay, well, I mean, for a path closed, that sure as hell wasn't very closey. But we'll get up the hill, and then we'll see if we can follow this a little bit and see what they've got completed so far. We may have to get off the bike, but this will be, like I said, springtime, so you're gonna see a lot of this in my videos. All right, let's go back here a little bit. So, probably not gonna be able to see too much, but let's kind of see if we can get to the edge and maybe take a look and see what they've got accomplished so far. This was in pretty bad shape. Oh, that's some big gravel. All right, let's go take a look. Okay, this is pretty nice here. Yeah, made some progress. Still a long ways to go. I don't think they're even about halfway done. You know what, let's walk out here. If I fall to my doom, be sure to leave a like, thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff. We'll just go to the edge of this. Okay, so this is the end. Slowly but surely, they're making progress. Goal is all the way to the end. Is that gonna happen in spring, or are they just gonna do half? I don't know yet, but it's nice up here. Kind of gives you a good view of how high this is. This will be cool once it's completed. So, all right, this is an e-bike channel, not a Indiana scenery channel. Let's get back on the mock wheel. Hopefully they get a lot more days like this, or they can work on it more, and I'd love to see it fully completed. Is that trail closed too? Path closed, well. This calls for a thumbnail. You know, it's pretty cool to me how quickly they can get stuff like that done, how quickly it goes from, you know, decades and decades of just not getting any attention, falling apart, and obviously not being in use, to what it's gonna be eventually. So, pretty exciting. And I think we will go ahead and ride a little bit here, and then we'll call it a day. All right, guys, so yeah, a great day to get out. Hopefully you guys had some decent weather too. I don't know where you guys are all located, but maybe this is every day to you. So if it is, I'm jealous. And you have a spare room for rent, I can move in tomorrow. Yeah, that offer stands. Just give me a week's notice and I will be there. I'll have a deposit, first month's rent, and just give me room for my e-bike and promise me nice weather every day, and I will be a roomie. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here in just a few moments, but thanks for coming out with me on this ride. Absolutely gorgeous Wednesday, mid-February. You can't ask for more than 70 degrees, especially when you're an e-bike addict like myself and you want to get out and ride the bike. So yeah, we did a little ride through town, hit the trail a little bit, and checked out the status of the Trestle. By the way, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up or a comment. Yeah guys, though, I will see you in the next one.